Wednesday shirt,
What does it
right?
say?
It doesn't say anything. It's
It's
just
like
a rooster with a
Rockadoodle.
microphone.
Well,
Right,
when I
but
was a kid, there was a movie called Rockadoodle.
yeah,
You might have been way too old for it. It was a Don Bluth cartoon movie.
yeah.
He was like
I
an
never heard of it.
Elvis. He was like an Elvis type rooster that travels around and like sang and stuff. I think it was
Oh,
based on some kind of story. I'm just not remembering right now. It came out like 1990, 89, 90, 91, somewhere in that era.
yeah.
Rockadoodle.
You know, I like roosters a lot.
I mean, who doesn't love a good cock?
Oh my goodness.
It's your weekly pop culture roundup every Wednesday. The Swish Edition with Robbie and Walla Walla.
Town so nice they named it twice.
And Scott in Sin City.
Viva Las Vegas.
We've got all the pop culture silliness of the week you totally need to know. Brace yourselves. This is the Swish Edition.
Of art. Right before we start, well, this will probably be on the show. One, I can't see today, and I don't have my microphone, and I don't know what I'm going to sound like. My camera's not working well, so it's going to be one of those episodes, but we'll have to deal with it. But I have a Sheena Easton story for you.
I love Sheena Easton.
Well, do you know she lives here, right?
I did not know that she lived there.
She lives in Henderson, which is on the other side of town.
Okay.
And I read this on Vital Vegas's Twitter account yesterday that someone saw her coming out of Old Navy. So she shops at Old Navy.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. You can get some good quality stuff at Old Navy for a low price.
True, I know. Also, so I was doing a little digging to see if she was still performing. She is. She does
because I almost went to see her last year. Yeah.
Okay. Where?
Tacoma. I think it was Tacoma. Or somewhere in Washington State on the west side of the state.
Well, she's doing 6 concerts dates this August, which is this month. She's going to be here in Vegas at the South Point Casino the 25th, 26th, and 27th of August. So I would love to go see her. I mean, she's got some amazing songs. She still sounds good. She looks great. She's like, in her upper 60s, I think.
She's Madonna's age.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's got some great hits.
So maybe I'll go.
Sugar Walls.
After
Telephone.
I put you For Your Eyes Only.
For Your Eyes Only.
So after I put you on a plane, I'll go see her.
Damn. Is that the day? Fuck.
No, 25, 26, and 27th. Yeah.
Well, you'll have to let me know how it is.
Yeah, I will. It's a tiny room.
I've followed her for a little while. She was at some... I can't remember the venue. It was not a big venue, but it was January it was either this year or last January. I think it was this past January, but I couldn't go because I forget there was something else happening and I couldn't go.
No, you can't go to everything.
I was like, I'd like to see Sheena Easton.
Well, go to the Old Navy in Henderson.
But I bet you her show is probably stripped down, like... Yeah. It doesn't seem like it'd be a high production.
No, it's probably just her and a piano, but I don't know.
But she's got a good voice. Remember the song she did with Kenny Rogers? We've Got Tonight?
Oh, yeah, of course.
We've got tonight.
Don't sing it.
Who needs
We can't
tomorrow?
afford it. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Swish Edition. We're back in our offices on our own computers, not together. This is episode 527. It's August 5th. So how about that? So I want to start with this story. I think it's kind of fun. Grandma deserves her happy hour. Did you hear this story? This is really fun.
I love it.
So an 82-year-old woman named Anita LeBron lives in a retirement community, a retirement home, I guess, of some sort, in Minnesota. And she and her friends really want to have little happy hours. Now, apparently they do have happy hours, but they were serving alcohol, beer and wine at these happy hours until the feds came in. I don't know if they were feds, but some kind of government people came in and shut it down and said because the retirement village, whatever it is, didn't have a liquor license, which costs up to $6,700 a year they weren't allowed to serve beer and wine anymore. And the people were like, that is fucked up. So Anita went all the way to the top to Governor Tim Walz to get the grandparents' happy hour bill signed into law.
Her name should be Anita Drink.
Anita Drink. Grandma needs a drink. Yeah. So apparently they got it, but they do have a ridiculously low 2-drink maximum at their happy hours. That's per the requirement at that particular retirement home. So others
That
may
doesn't
be a
mean you
little
can't
more.
sneak it in. That doesn't mean you can't sneak a couple
No,
more
well,
in.
They did make it clear in the article that I read that residents are allowed to have their own beer, wine, or vodka or whatever they want in their room or whatever it is. You know, this is not a place where people are confined to a bed. They have their own little apartment, and then they go downstairs for their meals. Yeah. So
it's like there's been a couple of movies about this lately with, you know, Diane Keaton was in that one called Palms. Was it Palms? Yeah. Where they're all in the retirement community and they all want to do a cheerleading thing. And then there was another one with Ellen Burstyn in it called Queen Bees. So I learned a lot about these retirement communities where it's not like a retirement home. It's a community where it's kind of optional and you just want to hang out with other people your own age in a place like that. Now, I think they should make a movie about this. I mean, they can add some more dramatics and funny shit, and we can have June Squibb star in it. She could play Anita LeBron.
It's amazing that.
How do you feel about that?
I like that, and it's amazing that she's still working.
She's like she didn't even start working until she was really old.
Yeah.
Now she's in a movie once a year at least. Did you see Thelma? She plays like older, retiree elderly who someone tries to scam her out of some money or something. It's the idea sounds better than it was, but it's nice to see someone of her age get decent-ish roles in as a lead in a movie. And she's very charming. You want her to be your grandma.
I know. I've seen interviews with her. She seems like a real good cookie. So yeah, I'm sure she enjoys a glass of wine every now and then too.
Yeah, good for her.
The whole point of me bringing this up is these states need to stop with these ridiculous nickel and diming and over-regulating people. It's like, it's a legal product. It's none of your damn business if they want to drink at their happy hours, and they don't need a fucking license to do it. So dumb.
Yeah, that's whatever. It's so crazy.
Yeah. It's not like they're running a bar with outside people coming in and paying. So.
Well, it's not. See, isn't it supposed to be like the permits are for if you're making money off of it? You know, the government always wants their share. You're not making money off of this.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't know.
Stupid.
So speaking of alcohol, I was reading this story about how bars are now catering to Gen X versus trying to cater to the younger generation, Gen Z, because Gen Z doesn't drink, which could be good or bad. I mean, everyone's health is, better health is better, but gotta live a little bit. Come on. I don't know if Gen Z doesn't drink because they can't afford it or because of their health, but here's one thing they're not caring about. They don't care about their health by all the vaping that they've been doing. Horrible. So you can't really say it's for your health. I just think they can't afford it. So
maybe.
But then also I don't know. I don't want to generalize an entire generation because I know some Gen Zs that are pretty fucking cool. But generally what I keep reading and what I've seen a little bit is they just don't like to go out as much as like our generation did. But also I don't think it's fully their fault. I think technology has messed things up a lot for them.
Technology's messed up a lot of things, like finding a husband or a wife.
Right. And I sometimes I think it's fun to rag on Gen Z, but I'm just doing it as a joke. But I do feel bad for them a little bit because it's not their fault they had to grow up with all this technology. I mean, it is an advancement for them in certain ways, but it's definitely a hindrance for authentic social interactions. You have never been able to be more social than you are now because, you can get online, but being in person is a little bit of a different experience. And I just noticed a lot of the younger generation does not like to get out with the people, whereas we had to do that. So even if we didn't want to back then, we were kind of forced. So they're kind of at a disadvantage, But if they don't want to go out, they want to save money, good for them, because I wasted a lot of money but I had fun doing it. So
we did spend a lot of money on alcohol and going out. Yeah.
Well, you couldn't get online and chat with people, even though that's kind of hollow, I think. I'd rather be out and meet someone in person. That's how you just meet people authentically,
Exactly.
and organically versus online. But
yeah, and they don't know how to do it.
But so the thing about these bars here, and also like I'm a millennial, but I'm what you call an elder millennial or maybe a zennial. It's a mix between a Gen X and a millennial.
You're right on the cusp.
Or the Oregon Trail generation. I've heard that.
Right.
Yeah. So So I'm in between. I'm like in this weird niche generation. So, but I can flip flop. But
Okay.
My generation drank and still drinks. So we went out. So this is sort of catering to Gen X, me, and maybe some other elder millennials and maybe some mid millennials. And of course, baby boomers that are still out there and want to hang. Right.
Sure.
So the events are starting earlier because we like to go to bed earlier. It's not that we want to, it's that we have to. We can't really. I mean, I start to fade out right around midnight, and that's when I used to just start to go out when I was younger.
Well,
I just can't
when we're in
even
our 20s, yeah.
maintain. I gotta be in bed at midnight.
What time does your trivia start?
Oh, well, trivia starts at like 6:30.
See, they're starting things earlier,
and it ends at like 8, and I'm at home by 8:30.
Perfect. I like
and
that.
It's so weird that now I get home then, and I'm like, damn, it's late. Whereas, I mean, I don't know. It's weird how things change for you when you get older, but today's 20 somethings, like I just said earlier, they're more into marijuana and vaping, and the marijuana becoming legal in all different places at an exponential rate. And I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not any expert. Some people think that there are some benefits to smoking pot. It relaxes you, I guess, as opposed to stressing your body out like alcohol would. But everybody is different. Like my body does not react well to pot at all. I don't like doing it. I'd much rather drink than. I mean, I'm not into smoking pot at all. It just doesn't interact with my molecular activity in my body.
Right, me either. Well, then the bars love us because we'll buy more drinks then, so they'll be happy.
I would
with that.
love to know, even though I would never know, because you're spending the most money when you're the most drunk. How much money I've spent over my entire lifetime on alcohol?
You don't want to know.
I feel like I'm at the beginning of an AA meeting right now. How much money have you spent on alcohol in your lifetime?
Oh my!
But you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe you shouldn't count it as just spending money on alcohol. You were spending money on a good time. Is there a price on a good time? That's just what you owe the party gods. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You pay, you're going out, you're getting a drink, whatever. You're just having a good time. I wouldn't have met 75% of the people that I know if I didn't go out and was social. Right. I don't know. But everyone's not the same as me. So however you want to be social, go for it. I applaud you for however you want to be social. I applaud you if you don't want to be social. And I get it because people suck.
People do suck. That's why we like to make fun of them on this show. Okay, let's move on.
You know what else?
No,
sucks
I'm not letting you.
I was going to make a segue into the next story. You know what else sucks, Scott, is drones. Now take it away.
Fuck the drones. No, I will need a drink when these drones start coming. I don't understand it. DoorDash is developing their own line of drones. They've gotten FAA approval to fly your dinner and lunch and breakfast, whatever else you're ordering from DoorDash, to your house. I see this as a disaster waiting to happen.
What if they start crashing? What if they crash?
That's what I'm saying. They're going
how
to.
Are they carrying the food like hawks with their little talons?
There are very, very limited details at this point. I mean, look at this picture. I'll put it up if you guys are watching on YouTube. What does that show you? It's right there on your thing.
It's a small picture. It looks like a damn crock pot.
You have no idea what it is. This is the only thing they've released. They're not telling us if it's a fixed wing aircraft, if it's going to be a rotor wing, like a helicopter, or who knows? We don't know what this thing is going to be like, how it's going to land, where it's going to land. What if you live in an apartment building? I can think of all kinds of problems. What happens when it hits a bird?
Or what happens when somebody steals your food?
How are they going to steal your food? It's up in the air. How are they going to steal it?
Well, it's got to come down. Are they going to drop it in my mouth?
It's going to come down, but it's going
And
to
then
come
when it
down
comes down, it's going to
like
come
right
down
in your
on you.
front yard. No, right in your front yard. You'll have to go outside and get it. They're not going to ring your doorbell. There's no people involved.
I mean,
Anyway.
honestly, you know, I'm not totally upset about this, to be honest, because I've thought about it in the past.
Yeah.
These things were supposed to come out years ago.
I know. And they do have ones with wheels that go down the streets in New York City and Los Angeles and deliver food.
When I lived in DC, I saw those things.
They're stupid. And they
look
were
like
always
little
crashing and
Well, do you remember there was one when they were first testing them out, and there was this robot. You probably talked about it on a show at that time. This was like maybe 15 years ago. A robot was going across the country, or it might have been the world, to like visit all the places. And when it got to Philadelphia, people vandalized it and beat it up and broke it and stole it.
That's what I'm
Do you
saying.
remember that?
That's
the
exactly
city of brotherly love fucking destroyed this robot with these
I was
drones
just going to remind
flying
you.
around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead. Ask
Well,
your
I was
question.
going to ask you it reminds me of a movie called Batteries Not Included. Do you remember that
Of
movie?
course, it reminds you of a movie.
Do you remember the movie though?
Yeah, I've never seen it, but
It was with
haven't seen it.
these little like, I don't know if they were aliens or what. They're little robot UFOs that just fly around. It was in New York City, and it was cute. But that's
Was it
what
a
these
federal-
drones flying around reminds me of.
Was it a federal crime to shoot it down? Because
I
I
don't
want to
think
let you
so.
guys know that it is a federal crime to shoot down a drone. So what I want to know, though, if one of is hovering in your backyard and it has a camera on it and it's taking pictures of you while you're in your backyard, you telling me I can't shoot that motherfucker down? Because I would
I would
probably
just-
try.
I would just maybe flip at the bird.
What if it keeps coming back all the time? You
But
gotta
if
do
it's
something
just-
about it.
Honestly, though, what is it really doing, though, if it's just recording you? Are you in your backyard naked?
I have been. I like to swim in my pool naked.
And then if a
I don't-
drone came up to you and started recording?
I'd have a problem with that. That's a privacy issue.
No, it most certainly is. I'm just saying, like, if you cannot escape this, how far
Yeah.
are you willing to go? Because shooting
I'm
them
gonna-
down is a little crazy.
I'm going to throw shit at it. I don't have a gun, so don't worry about it. I'm not going to be able to shoot it down, but I have a baseball bat and I have basketballs. I mean, I could throw basketballs at it.
I'm
Try
just
to-
picturing myself. I don't really enjoy my backyard. I never go back there. I cut the grass and that's it. Now, if I wanted to enjoy my backyard and a drone came over to me,
Yeah.
I don't know
You
if
just
I'd have
wave-
the energy
you
to.
just wave
I don't know
at
if
it?
I'd have the energy to give a shit.
You're so funny. Well, you need some lawn furniture or patio furniture and sit
Well,
out there and
hey,
with your wine.
I have that. I have a pergola and
Okay.
furniture out there, but the problem is that it gets so hot here in the summer that you know, like, it's really hot, and
I do know. I know
you
a little
know,
bit
because
about that.
you live in a hotter place than me, but
I think it
maybe
was
in the spring and the
111.
fall. Yeah, spring and
Speaking
the
of-
fall might be good, but not now.
Speaking of hot, it's like 111 here today. And guess who's coming here today? President Trump.
Right.
Last thing we need. I don't know. He's giving a speech about something, but it's
I
just
didn't
gonna
think we were
fuck
going to
up the
talk about him
roads.
on the show.
I can mention him. I didn't say anything else about him except that he's going to fuck up our traffic. So,
Your traffic's already fucked up.
yeah, depends on when you're
It
going
is
and
so-
where you're going.
It is such a task to get anywhere in Las Vegas, as I have discovered every time I go, especially the last time I went. We got stopped at every damn light.
I did stop at every damn light. Yeah, it was. If that doesn't happen, you can get almost anywhere in 15 minutes. If it does happen, it can take a long time. All right, tell your next story.
So can I skip this one and talk about your story?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I think we've eaten up some time, and I know we're trying to.
You've
be time
eaten up the
conscious.
time.
Well, I do love to eat.
He loves to tell too many stories because
I
everything
love telling the story.
everything I say makes him think of a TV show, movie, or singer.
I have had a lot of life experiences. okay?
Apparently.
Especially when it's come to watching movies and TV. So, okay, there was a story that we were going to talk about with some humanoid things banned from airlines. I wanted to skip right to this
He's
one
uninterested
about
in that.
another
Okay.
robot story. And so it's a rural New York school district dumps plans for a robot teacher. So there was going to be an AI-powered humanoid robot named Sally teaching children. Well, it was going to be a teacher's aide, is what they said.
Yeah, and a tutor.
But that just, now I said I didn't have a big issue with the DoorDash drones, but this is a little bit much.
Okay.
So this robot was going to be, it's $60,000. Is that water?
Yeah, it's water.
So
What's wrong with
60,000.
water?
I love water, but this is not a show for water. You not drink water on this show.
I'm not drinking this week. So go ahead. Please tell your fucking story.
Everyone, that means something happened this weekend that we need to know about. Or maybe we don't.
You're fired. You're fired, Robbie. Find another podcast to do. Oh, he already did. He's already cheating on me. You want to tell him that story?
I will tell. It's a guest spot.
All right. Tell your robot story.
The company is called Realbotics, and that's actually based in Las Vegas. And they make my interest was definitely piqued with this part.
This is my favorite part.
Okay, they make hyper realistic. It says hyper realistic sex bots.
I want
one. Okay, I really need to know about these hyper realistic sex bots.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know about. And I want to know who's using them too. Can we have them on the show? So, but it raises privacy and labor issue concerns for real teachers when you bring in these robots. And the school district has said that the robots weren't meant to replace human teachers. They were meant to be aides or at-home tutors. But how the hell are humans supposed to learn how to be teachers if they can't be an aide first before they become a teacher? Now tell me that. But here's the other thing. It reminds me of a movie. It reminds me of a movie. Now, there's a movie from 1990. It's called Class of 1999. It was a futuristic movie, and it was like a thriller sci-fi thing where it was set in the near future. Well, this was 1990, so the near future, they said Class of 99. So it was set in the future as 99. Teachers had to be humanoid robots because the students were so bad. They were juvenile delinquents. Right. And the teachers were brought in as robots to shape them up. And one of the teachers that was a robot was Pam Grier. It's a fun movie. It's like low budget camp exploitation type movie. Have fun with it. It's called Class of 1999. And it reminds me of this story with robot teachers. But like the teachers, like I can't remember everything, but it gets a little far and I think kids end up dead, but yeah. So that's what I wanted to relate to this story.
So I don't know if you told the story correctly because I was only half listening to you, but they decided not to do it. Did you say that part?
Well, I was going to end on that note.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to do it because of the backlash. Which is a good idea because I think one of the people saw Class of 1999 and was like, we can't do this.
You know what that makes me think of? The Michelle Pfeiffer movie where she goes into the hood.
Oh, Dangerous Minds.
Love that movie.
Oh, yes. And it had the song by Coolio, Gangster's Paradise.
You know I love anything where a woman kicks ass. So.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, because wasn't she like a former Green Beret or something? She was like some kind of
I don't remember that part. I'd have to rewatch that movie. It's been so long.
She could hold her own.
I think it was a fun thing to put a pretty, blonde woman who has done like roles that were catered to that kind of person, right? And then put her in this kind of role that's a little bit more gritty. Yeah. They could have put a gritty actress in that role and it would have been fine, but it wouldn't have had this juxtaposition like she's not in her element. What is this pretty woman doing in the inner city? It's like an interesting spin on it. And
yeah, it worked.
I think it was a interesting choice for her. She did that like not immediately after she did Batman Returns, but like it was after that. Yeah.
Oh my God. He goes off on all these tangents, but I know all these extras and we only have 45 minutes. Remember?
So I have a question right before we go on a break. Should evangelical?
Why are you taking all my lines?
Well, I took your story. Here, why don't you say it? Because I can't say this word. It's not coming off my tongue right.
Like I'm better at pronunciation. Evangelist.
I mean, I know evangelist. Yes.
All right, you do it. You do it.
Well, should evangelists be allowed to preach any damn place they want?
No.
We'll ask that question right after this. And the answer is no.
Lord help me.
This, my friends, is the Swish Edition.
There's no excuse not to listen. Swish Edition.
Lord help me. Why aren't I drinking?
I was like, you're drinking water?
All right, well now your story's mine.
Good. I wanted to talk about that robot thing because that movie, it reminded me of that movie and I thought it was fun.
Well, when I send you the script, I ask you if you want to make any changes or anything, and you don't say. You should have said, I want that story.
Yeah.
All right, Robbie, the craziest stories always start with someone from Florida, right? Usually it's a Florida man, but now it's a Florida woman. Her name is Whitney Lynn. She's 40 years old, and she was booted. Her ass was booted off of a Alaska Airlines flight to San Diego because when there was a delay on the runway, or I think they were still at the gate, there was a delay and they were holding the aircraft at the gate before takeoff. She decided she was going to get up in the aisle and start giving a sermon because she's an evangelist, a very pretty one. Or overly, I don't know, made up. You can see this little picture of what she looks like. She doesn't look like someone who preaches about God every time she gets a chance, but she looks more like a flight attendant or something. I don't know. Anyway, she was kicked off the plane because of safety issues. The crew felt uncomfortable. Certainly some of the passengers around her were uncomfortable with her saying that she said, this is what she said, quote, "I know we're all waiting. It's kind of frustrating, right? But I want to tell you that God's timing's perfect and God knows everything. And maybe he's sparing us from danger today." So stupid.
That mentality is so ridiculous to me.
Yeah. Do you know how many times in my life people have come up to me just out of the blue and like asked me, like, have you made a relationship with Jesus or something like that? And then they want to start talking to you about it. And I'm like, dude, leave me alone. One, it's not your business.
But there's so many times where you hear somebody say, you know, XYZ is trying to indoctrinate you. No, these are the people that are trying to indoctrinate you because they think it's the way.
Well, she says
they can think however they want to think, but good God, give it a rest.
She said it was unfair that she was cut off and kicked off the airplane because of her freedom of speech. Well, yes, we have freedom of speech in this country,
but that doesn't mean freedom of consequences,
right? And there are things you can't do. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater. You can't threaten the president's life. Yes, you can, but you can also get up and give start preaching in the aisle of an airplane, but there will be consequences for it. You're right.
Right. So, it's not like you're going to get stoned to death for doing it, but you might get kicked off that plane and it's going to be inconvenient for you and you're going to get banned from that airline.
She was banned from Alaska, Hawaiian, and Horizon because it's all one company. So she claims on social media that she was successfully converted an airline shuttle driver that day, and she also prayed with the person at the front desk of her hotel.
That guy in the car with her probably just wanted her to shut up. So that's what I would have done. And if I was on that plane, number one, the first thing is when you're delayed at the gate, it's already annoying anyway. You don't need to hear someone be even more annoying. Yeah. I think I would have screamed out, "Shut the fuck up!" from where I was sitting. What would you have done?
I probably wouldn't have done that, but I probably would have put my earbuds in and just not listened.
Well, okay, I'll take it back. I would want to say that. I probably wouldn't do that because I wouldn't want to get kicked off the plane either. I'd put my headphones in and listen to something to drown her out.
Exactly. I got one other story I want to tell you before you talk about a television drama from the 80s. I want to just say that I found out that Taylor Dayne was coming to Vegas and she's doing a little mini residency at the end of November into December and January. And I am very excited. And I bought tickets on the very first day they went on sale. And
you had to buy them?
Yes, I'm going. What do you mean? Of course.
Usually you're getting them for free.
I know, but it's at Harrah's, and I don't spend any money at Harrah's. That's one of the Caesars properties. It's November 24th is opening night. I'm going to be there, and guess what? I get to meet her and get my picture taken with her. So I'm
What?
very
How'd you do
excited.
that? You got the VIP package?
Yeah.
What, you and Dale, or just you?
I don't do things by myself. So yes, I have to take Dale with me. I'm making him go.
What if he doesn't want to go?
He doesn't, but he's going to because I want to go so bad.
Damn.
No, he loves Taylor
Honestly,
Dayne.
yeah,
He's interviewed her. She's been on the show before.
she's an interesting character. I like her. Do you remember when she was on? Do you watch The Masked Singer at all?
I have, and I did, and I do. Yes. No, I
Wasn't
don't.
she?
I
Wasn't she
don't
the
watch it.
lips?
Yeah, she was. I saw that
I think
clip.
she was the lips. And
Yeah.
actually, the first time the lips showed up and they started
Mhm.
singing, I
You knew it was her?
turned to CJ and said, "That is Taylor Dayne,"
Yeah.
because I recognized that sultry voice of hers.
There are some that you can tell right from the get-go. Like, as soon as Wilson Phillips came out, I knew it was Wilson Phillips. I mean,
I knew that because I've been listening to them my whole life.
of course,
And they have
yeah.
they have a great harmony.
Yeah.
Nobody else has that good of a harmony.
So many of them are
those
easy.
two.
I don't have any patience for that show, so I don't watch it. The only
Well, I
times,
sorta
the only
stopped
things I've
watching
seen
it.
are clips. I see clips online.
I watched a couple of seasons, but I'm done with it now because they're starting to bring out, they unmask someone and it's some influencer from TikTok. I'm like, that's not a celebrity.
Yeah.
But no, I do like Taylor Dayne. She has some great hits. I wouldn't say no to seeing her, but that's during Thanksgiving time, and I don't travel during Thanksgiving. It's just too much. But
Oh yeah, it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
yeah, that whole week is
I only
like
have to travel downtown.
It's downtown on Fremont?
No, I meant no. It's at Harrah's, which is on the Strip.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I say downtown when I don't really mean it. Sorry. Go ahead. You
That's what I was
do
like.
the
Has
nuts
she been?
landing thing.
I was like, has she been demoted to Fremont Street?
Some people
So,
have.
but did
Like
you want to?
Smash
Did you
Mouth.
want to Smash Mouth? I
Yeah,
thought
they're on Fremont.
Well, didn't the lead
Street.
singer
Or-
die?
No, they're still. No, I don't think so.
I thought the lead
Don't
singer
ask me any
Smash
more
Mouth
questions
died.
about shout. Do your story.
Well, I thought you were going to bring up a new term that you wanted to coin before I do this.
What's that?
Remember? Icon light.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking up some facts for my next story. Yes, icon light. That I would call Taylor Dayne icon light. She's certainly not an icon.
So she's in the pool, but she's delegated to like the kiddie pool.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Every single great singer, there are hundreds and thousands of them. They can't all be icons, right?
No, because people throw that term around like it's candy now. Like
Exactly.
I'm sorry, not everyone can be an icon. Taylor Dayne is great, but she's not an icon.
She's not an icon.
But she's great. I love her. She has some issues with some political shit that she got into. Not gonna go there. I'm not really gonna hold it against her either. But I couldn't not mention that. But no, she would have been an icon if she was. I don't know. We got to come up with our personal reasonings for how we would icon someone.
I think we could do a whole episode on who is an icon and who isn't,
and why we think that. We have to back it up with some kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
But so from one icon light like Taylor Dayne to another icon light, Donna Mills, who you may remember if you're old enough. She was in Knots Landing, amongst other things, but Knots Landing was her main thing. She played Abby Cunningham in the CBS drama for 14 seasons, and that lasted from 1979 to 1993, practically the same amount of time Dallas was on.
Yeah.
And wasn't Knots Landing like a spinoff of Dallas anyway?
Yes.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. It was a year after, but it went 2 years longer.
And so Donna Mills is 85 years old, and she looks fantastic. I actually saw an interview of her with her on ET, Entertainment Tonight, and it was kind of cute. But so she is going to join OnlyFans. Now, when I first heard that, I was like, "What?" But OnlyFans can be other than getting naked on film.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like if if you're going to use OnlyFans for something that's not getting naked on camera for people, which is what it's sort of been taken over as, I think it's a good way to interact with your fans, just to be normal on film and answer people's questions, talk to them. You pay a monthly fee, you get to be part of like a fan club. It's like a virtual fan club, I think.
So should we
If
do it?
if you're not gonna like, get on there for, I mean, even if you want to get on there for dirty reasons, that's fine with me too. But I mean, I think I'd want to subscribe to someone more just to like be on their fan club. But I'm
Yeah.
just weird. I don't know. But this is what Donna Mills told Variety. She said, "I've always appreciated the incredible support and encouragement I've received from my fans over the years. Social media has been a wonderful way to stay connected, but I'm excited to join OnlyFans because it offers the opportunity for a more personal and direct connection."
I like that.
I like that too. And hey, if she can make money off of it and her fans can get enjoyment from it, hey, I'm all about it. If half the celebrities that I like were on OnlyFans and I had the money just to subscribe for how much? I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how much people are paying on OnlyFans at all. I've never paid for anything on there.
I've never paid either, but I've looked up the price every now and then. I mean, they
It
range anywhere
differs.
from $4.99 to $29.99. I mean, and then you
Okay.
can also buy personal experiences with people. So if you want like XYZ to call you or make a video just
My
for you,
God.
you can pay
Well, that's
extra for stuff
also,
like that.
so you've heard of Cameo, I take it,
Yeah,
right?
of course. I've
That's
bought
Cameo
cameos
is where you
before.
pay. So what'd you buy a Cameo of?
It was on the Swish edition. Haven't you not seen every episode?
I can't remember everything.
It was, I'm blanking on his name, but he was the guy
See, I
that
can't
was
remember
on Will
either.
and Grace that died in the car accident.
Leslie Jordan.
Leslie Jordan. Yes, I got him to say happy birthday to Dale or happy anniversary, wedding anniversary to Dale. It's very cute.
He was a character. I loved listening to his stories during
He
COVID.
was so
Oh my
great.
God.
Yeah, that's where
And
he became big online on Instagram.
and then he passed away in a car accident. Well,
Yeah.
something had to do with a car
He
accident, but
passed out while he was driving and he died. Yeah.
so that's super sad. I was very heartbroken to hear that because he would be so much fun nowadays with everything
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question that would be fun for later at some point: is how much is a certain celebrity worth to charge on OnlyFans?
Yeah, I wish I knew. Which
I mean,
celebrity?
we
Are
can
you
make
asking about a
numbers up.
specific one?
No, like we can make numbers up for people.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like such and such could charge $500 a month. Such and
Right.
such, I think she'd only be able to charge $20 a month. How
Right.
much do you think Donna Mills is charging a month?
I don't know that Donna Mills has a huge fan base anymore, but I mean, she hasn't done anything in decades worth talking about. So I can't imagine there's a lot of people out there willing to spend money. But then
You'd
the
be
last thing on this
surprised. You'd be
page
surprised.
surprised the fuck out of me. The Shannon Elizabeth thing.
So yeah, so Shannon Elizabeth, she's not a huge star. She's been in a bunch of movies, but I'm gonna say it. She's not a good actress. She was in American Pie, she was in Scary Movie, and I think if I remember correctly, she was in 13 Ghosts, the remake that came out in like 2001. But she made $1.2 million in her first week of OnlyFans without nudity.
Her first week. I mean, what is she doing for $1.2 million? It makes me
So,
want to go
here's
in
the
and
thing.
find out.
People are subscribing. I think the minimum is monthly. It might be weekly. I don't know. But I'm going to look into it. And then people will ask their questions. And then, I don't know. Maybe
You don't know. Are you just making it up?
But then here's
You
the
don't
thing.
know what Shannon Elizabeth is doing to make $1.2 million.
Well, it says that it's without nudity.
Right. What is she doing though? That's what I want to know. So I should have
Having conversations with people, and
I don't know. I'm going to find out.
It's sort of like what you would do at a convention at your table when you talk to someone, and you can answer emails, you can talk on the phone.
Maybe she's
I don't
showing
know,
her feet.
but yeah, that's not nudity. I mean, she could
Oh.
be doing that. There are weirdos out there that would probably proposition her for stuff, which I think would be totally inappropriate.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: do people continue the subscription, or did she make that money and then she's like, it's fallen? you know.
I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. I mean, she just
I wouldn't
started in
pay because
April, so she just started this year.
I'm not really a Shan Elizabeth fan per se, but
No,
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
pay
pay
for
for her, and I'm not gonna pay for Donna Mills either. So she's not getting no money from me. I like her, but you know, I never watched Knots Landing, so didn't do anything for me.
Now, if Joan Collins was going to get on
Oh,
OnlyFans,
there you go. There you go. You'd be one of the first people to sign up. All right, guess what? I'm ending the show. We're done. So I had lots of other things I wanted to talk about, but I'll just pop them into next week's show. How about that? You okay with that? Okay, we got other shit we got to do. He knows what I'm talking about. We'll see you guys on Friday. We have a very special episode. It's called a Swish Extra, meaning you're getting 2 episodes this week. It's coming out on Friday, August 7th. It's going to be our concert issue, it's on an issue episode where we talk about all the live concerts we've been to, the best, the worst, and a couple honorable mentions. How about that?
and
You
just
like that
share
idea?
like some experiences. And also, weren't we supposed to get some feedback from people about it?
You never asked that question, especially since we didn't get any.
Why didn't we get any?
I don't know.
We need to shame people about
I
it.
know. Makes me sad. We have a lot of
I want to
loyal listeners.
say something like, you know, Kathy in Syosset said that her favorite show was New Kids on the Block in 1989. You know, worst show, Katy Perry, Las Vegas.
I can't get Robbie to shut up, so that's why all these shows go so long. Just follow the script, dude. Okay? I can't wait to do the concert issue with you. Concert
I'm
episode
going
with you.
rogue, off script. All right,
Why? We're not going to see them. They're just going to see us.
well, you know, it's a phrase.
It's a thing to say.
It's a
thing to
phrase.
say. Okay. Okay, bye.
I'm empty.
Good, you are empty.
The Swish Edition is a production of Bethwick Media, LLC. Learn more about the show at swishedition.com. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favorite podcast app or site. But only if you like us.
All right, let me pee real quick while we're on this break.
All right.
Luckily, I have a bathroom right around the corner.
Okay. Close the door. I don't want to listen to you.